You are looking live tonight at New York City at the 9/11 Memorial, and tomorrow marks 20 years since those terrorist attacks. Nearly 3,000 people died when 4 planes were hijacked. 2 crashed into the Twin Towers in New York, 1 crashed into the Pentagon, and passengers on the 4th plane stopped the hijackers on Flight 93. And for years, people from all across the country have visited the National Memorial there in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, to pay their respects. Matt Alvarez is live in Shanksville tonight and takes us on a tour of what you can expect to see and also experience on that site. Good evening.
Well, good evening. Tens of thousands of people visit the Flight 93 National Memorial every year, and the National Park Service says this year there will be many more visitors. As you begin your visit to the hallowed grounds of the Flight 93 National Memorial, you'll first be met by the Tower of Voices. It's made up of chimes, each representing a voice on board Flight 93.
The tower itself creates this incredible sound, and when you experience it, it's very humbling. And you're thinking of what happened that day on September 11th.
From here, you'll take a 2-mile trek to the Flight 93 National Memorial Visitors Center.
So this black sidewalk pierces through the 2 portal walls of the Visitor Center. Those portal walls are helping focus your eyesight towards the trajectory of Flight 93, which would have been straight ahead and above us.
A learning center is just a few hundred feet away.
So we have 3 recorded phone calls that visitors can listen to that were left on answering machines from passenger and crew members that made phone calls aboard Flight 93.
A short walk from the learning center is an overlook where you can see the crash site, debris field, and the wall of names. The names of each hero who took down the terrorists on September 11th, 2001.
So the flight path here will end just there, beyond the wooden gate. This wooden gate is the ceremonial gate. It's a hand-hewn hemlock gate made with 40 angles, one for each of the passenger and crew members.
This is a really incredible place.
Wally Reed is visiting from Texas. This is his first time at the Flight 93 National Memorial.
It brings you back to that day and all the emotions of that day and the pride that we have in our country and the pride that we have in those people that were on this Flight 93 too and what they did for our country.
The Flight 93 National Memorial, grounds for healing, closure, education, and respect for those who stood against terrorism and gave their lives for countless others. And the Park Service says they've seen quite the influx of international visitors as well to the memorial. It's a sure sign that this memorial will be around for generations to come. And Denise, I understand that a teacher from Las Vegas was actually on the flight that hit the Pentagon back on September 11, 2001.
Yeah, Matt, you're referring to Barbara Edwards there. She was, in fact, remembered this morning at Palo Verde High School where she was a teacher, and I'm sure there are memorials like that for everyone who was on board. So, Matt, thanks so much for that report tonight.